Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And this morning, you know what I do on Fridays. You already know. Happy Friday. But this morning, let me just tell you what I do on Friday in case you are not familiar first, second, or third time joining us. I always give you a snippet, a trailer of the message that I'm going to preach this Sunday. And we're going to just kind of break it down a little bit, just give you a little trailer. And today it's all about balling. How many of y'all out here balling? How many of you out here balling? Are you balling for sure? Well, you're going to learn how to ball even more with me breaking down this morning's manna for you on this morning. Because this morning, I just want to give you this trailer because we begin this whole new series as we typically do. As we typically do at New Life, we always give you at Can't Miss Communion Sunday, the beginning of a whole series, and it's all about Kingdom Econ, God's blueprint for your financials in turbulent times. Let me say that again. God has a blueprint for your financial situation in these turbulent times. How many of you know that our times are unstable, they are unpredictable, downright chaotic? And I'm trying to tell you that in this moment, you're going to find out, how can I ball and be a baller in this unstable time that we're in? How do I balling? I'm being a baller. I'm going to be a baller sure enough. The text to talk, the takeaway, you know it, but I'm going to give it to you again. Let's break it down. Here's the text. You already know about the widow. Let's get with it. For they all contributed all out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, has put in everything she had, all she had to live on, everything she had, and all she had to live on. Are you kidding me? That's what the book said. And Jesus was watching. Let me give you a context of the text. Here it is. Jesus was posted up at the temple treasurer. There's 13 of them. He was posted up like a watchdog, watching who was dropping stacks and who was barely scraping by. Now, the big ballers pulled up, flexing their fortunes, tossing in large sums like it won't nothing. But then there comes this widow with two little coins clinking in the coffers. There was no applause, no VIP section, no cameras catching the drop. Yet, Jesus flips the script and says she outgave them all. Yep. See, the real thing about giving, the real, is what's in your, not what's in your hand, but it's what's in your heart. It's not what's in your hand, but what's in your heart. Grab this, because you got to learn how to be a baller, even in these unstable times. Now, the culture says wealth wins, but the kingdom says sacrifice stunts the hardest. Yep. Now, the widow wasn't worried about who was watching. She was worshiping with her whole livelihood. That's what she was worshiping. She brought her whole self to the moment. Her little was her legacy. And Jesus made sure her sacrifice shut down the show. Sure did. Three things I want you to grab from this. Put them in the chat area so others can get it. The cumulative effect of all that we share will be revelation for everybody else now and later. First thing that I want you to get is this: Jesus don't measure money, he measures meaning. Put it in the chat area. Jesus measures meaning, not money. Your heart, not your holdings, determines your impact. Your heart, not your holdings, determines your impact. The second thing, abundance ain't always assets. You can be spiritually broke with a fat bank account, or kingdom rich with two coins to your name. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about on Sunday. You got to get it. You got to get it. Kingdom Econ, God's blueprint for your financials and finances in unstable time. Here's the third thing I want you to get. Your sacrifice sparks something supernatural, and you got to understand that. God takes your small and flips it into favor you can't fathom. Let me say that again. Your sacrifice sparks something supernatural. God takes your small and flips it into favor that you can't even fathom. What's your takeaway this morning? Here's your takeaway. I want you to get it. Put it in the chat area. Give from your grit and not your grip. Let me say it again. Give from your grit and not your grip. And watch favor you can't even fathom follow you. You already know it. Ain't God good? Let's ball this weekend. Let's be balling this whole time, even in unstable times, when we do just what the word says do. I got more for you Sunday. Don't you dare miss it. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you Monday morning with more Morning Manna. Have a great weekend. Bye now.